got a new project we're gonna make in a big hurry, and that is three oranges, and if they could be represented by the so-called cutie oranges, that would be good too. Just to start with, I am going to try to draw three oranges with water. I guess I'm going to put just a hint of this brown here, and so you can see where our oranges are going to be. So here's going to be one. And then we have one here. Try to do three. Okay, and then the third one, like here, I guess. Oh, it's maybe right here. Yeah, a little bit more of that color. Okay. I don't know if that's showing up, but that's gonna be our three oranges. And then how about do a stem, a big focal point leaf. And a little leaf here about. So, I don't usually draw first, but in this case, we're going to draw first because this is a serious project where we want to get a good result and we're not messing around. So, try get just gonna get a hint of green for this other leaf here. Let's try to get a leaf right there. Okay, smaller leaf here. And so as far as don't draw first, we're drawing first, but we're using light paint that hopefully is going to okay, I guess that this is supposed to be a stem like here for that. Uh, okay, let's see about a small leaf right here. Uh, good. Yeah. Mm. All right. I don't know if this is really. So unusual for me to be drawing first. Okay. Now, I did watch a couple videos of how to paint an orange. I'm going to start out with this yellow, Hansa yellow. I made a new palette for the orange. I had two red, this opera pink, pyro red, and one other red. I was looking for the old artist loft watercolors. As Pyro Scarlet and Mayan Orange is this one. I was looking for just the basic colors I used to have. This, Artist Loft, the Michaels brand paint, and I don't know what happened to them. I found some other weird paints. I don't know what I. Oh yeah, these, which they're like, I don't know. I think they're like 50 years old. Most of them are like dried out in there. Anyway, uh, I'm just gonna try and make this just a hint of this red here and here. So the idea to start here, we're gonna try to do. We gotta figure out where the light's coming from, and I guess why don't we say the light's coming from there, which is not exactly where I'd like it to be coming from because this seems like a better place, but whatever. Let me just do some dots, and I wish I had a smaller brush in my hand, but I do not. So just gonna do some dots here. This is gonna be the highlight area, and then yeah, I guess we're gonna go right here for the lower highlight area. Okay, and now I'm gonna go into a pretty much straight up yellow. And this is the actual Artist Loft paint right here. So maybe I grab some of that just on principle. And here, just gonna try to make a circle around the highlight. All right, and then I saw another, I watched two videos how to paint orange. Another one said to put blue underneath where the shadow is going to be. So I'm going to try that. Why not? And we're going to say our shadow is here. So here goes some blue. I didn't actually watch the whole video, but the basic premise was you do an underpainting of blue because that helps you create a good shadow for orange, and like something about blue being the opposite of orange. So here we got some blue happening. This, I'm going to smear this out so we don't have any hard edge. Same right here. And this paper, I don't know. I had no idea what this paper is. I mean, I think it must be Arches watercolor rough. I mean, I don't know what else it is. Found it outside when I was looking at the I don't know, it was around like a year ago when I started doing oil paintings. Well, that's all set up outside, and I went out there looking for the watercolors, which I thought were like in a drawer, but they weren't in a drawer. And I find this paper, which I believe is Arch's rough watercolor paper. I'm not sure. Anyway, where we have achieved our beginning, which is going to be the dots, and we put some blue where we expect to have a shadow, and these dots are a bit. I don't want to say they're obnoxious. They're a bit intense for this phase of the painting, I think. But I guess now they're there and represented. And since we're just floating around on this painting, I'm gonna just grab uh, a green for just start something happening in the leaf. If you were around this morning, we did the Vanessa Redford style flowers. So I had these greens all prepped up for these leaves here. And so this is, let's see, uh, I just want to hit this with some green, maybe in two areas. Good. And let's do the same with this leaf. Thing about painting a leaf is you don't really want the whole leaf to be one color, and So that's why now we have like this, gradation thing happening, and I like to avoid some hard edges at this moment, but here I'm just going to try to soften that edge there. This little sliver of light, leave it in. Why not? Because, stuff, little slivers of white like that can help to give a riveting sense of dimension later on. So here, that's looks good. I don't know what this is. Let's see. Try to come here. Okay, that does not look great, but I guess as an underpainting, it's passable. And I'm gonna see about go a little darker, same green, a little darker. Looks good. Let's see if we can come here. So there, I don't really want to touch the upper leaf, but I did just touch it. And see if we can remove that. Okay, good. Now let's try to just come around here, and we're just trying to get a like an underpainting on this leaf. And that looks pretty bad, but you're what, wait. Let's see, I'm gonna try to lift that up where it's blending in. And okay, that's definitely looking like two leaves, right? Hey, Danny's 12F, thanks for the greeting. And oh, look at those wonderful comments. Please draw the Starry Night. Yeah, I would love to draw the Starry Night. Iconic. Hey, that's a pretty funny name, and the way you spell it with a K, that's real cool. Anyway, yeah, I'd like to do that, but right now I got a serious project I got to finish in a big hurry, which is three oranges. And since we never actually painted any oranges, or maybe like one or two, then we bumbling around trying to paint the oranges. Anyway, here I'm gonna just hit this leaf with a little green, and just try and get a slightly different green. Let's hit this leaf with some green, and this is a stick. Here is another. Let's try and grab another green here. That's a bit fluorescent for my taste, but whatever. We try to lay down some paint here, and that's all there is to it. Okay, that's good. All right. And paper looks like decent paper. I don't know what the heck it is or where it came from. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, yes. Put some here. Okay, get some dark right there. Why not? Uh, that's supposed to be a leaf coming forward. Okay. Now let's see about some kind of orange. I definitely don't have a tube of orange, so we're gonna make our own orange. I don't know what this is gonna happen. Let's see. This is, called opera pink. I'm not sure how orange it's gonna get. We're gonna find out right now. I guess it's a little bit orange looking. So this is Hansa yellow light, or is it medium? No, it's Hansa yellow light. This is opera pink. Put them both together, and what do you got? A wimpy orange color. And then here's a bit of uh, pyrrole red, whatever that is. And that does not look good at all. I mean, it looks like a nice color, like maybe for a cheek or something, but it doesn't look good for. Okay, maybe that's good. This would be a good time for a tester. What do you think? Here, let's see what we got there. All right. I mean, if that's not orange, I don't know what it is. Hey, thank you very much for the thumbs up. Anybody who just gave me a thumbs up. Okay, so where we let's just try this. Let's see. Test the theory of if blue makes the good shadow beneath orange. And let's see what that is. I guess that's an okay shadow. I don't know. I was thinking we'd do a bunch of practice ones, until we get it going. So I don't have any worries about this coming out or not. It's a good approach to watercolor because, if you get too concerned that it's not going to look good, then, it might make you uptight. And uh, okay, let's see here. It's looking pretty sharp. I gotta admit, I didn't really notice who did the video that said to do put blue under orange, but whatever, great idea. I probably wouldn't have done that on my own. The one video watched, I just searched YouTube how to paint a realistic orange, and this one came up, and I watched that one. Luckily, it was fast because I have a very short attention span. Anyway, and I'm not really doing this the way I'm supposed to, but I'm just doing this intuitively. And let's see. I attempted to leave some blue exposed, but I'm not going to. Okay. So another guy says, if you're gonna do watercolor, use intense paint. Don't be, being wimpy and, you know, watered down paint, all of that. So anyway, leave this little highlight here because we might want to get a distinction between these two oranges in the form of, I don't know what, either a shadow or a reflection in shadow. And they're really what the concept we're trying to do is those oranges that are called cuties, which are kind of tiny oranges, but I didn't want to get, you know, I didn't want to go hog wild and do anything too specialized. I just trying to get a basic orange here, like to get into the orange zone, I guess. Okay. And this is looking good, but not great. How's that sound? I'll just blend, soften these edges, and now I'm going to remove some paint from this highlight area. I seem to have red paint on my blotting towel, so that'll be an accidental attribute later on, I guess. I guess it fell into a hole in this pretty rough paper, so I guess the red just fell into that hole. All right. It's coming out okay. I mean, it looks a little bit 3D, right? Arr. Thanks for two thumbs up, and we are attempting to paint three oranges more or less from imagination, although I did look at two videos on YouTube earlier that I asked how to paint a realistic orange, and I got some ideas. Well, that dries, not that we especially want it to dry, but while it dries, I'm gonna just mess around with the green and try to get a little bit more definition and structure in the leaf. Well, all those leaves. So just none of these paints colors straight from the tube are really very nice, but that's why I'm just mixing a bunch here. Let's put some of this blue in. Why not? Some kind of Payne's gray leans blue. It's slightly green, I guess. I don't know what they call that color. And this is a job for a test shoot. See, it looks like not too spectacular, but let's use it anyway because we gotta keep moving on this. It's looking all right, right? I don't want to have the same color all over the place, but having said that, now I got it in five different leaves. All right, so now it's time to kind of smear it around a little bit to make it a little bit less something, less weird looking house, less weird looking sound. And I really don't, that's why I don't like same color all over the place, because it's just, it looks dumb, right? To have the same color on all these leaves. I mean, if you ask me, I see a lot of watercolors where it's the same color all over the place, but just for my personal uh, preference, I really would rather not. All right, that's fine. Let me just hit this with a little yellow just to the heck of it, because this is the leaf that faces forward, so we would like that to kind of pop a little bit, and that did pop a little. Let's try that same thing up here. And this, I don't know what's happening. There's going to be a stem here, but I think the stem should be brown, not green. And let's just put a little plop right here. Why not? That looks horrible, but we're going to keep working on it, and hopefully it'll start looking a little better later, right? And this, I don't know. We're just going to try to smear that. And I don't know why that is coming out like that. Now I inadvertently hit my thing here. I'll get that gone. All right, it looks pretty rotten, right? But wait, we're just getting started here. I want to, this leaf here looks so dumb. That's what's is bugging me, but whatever. Maybe it'll look better later. Oh, and here's another leaf here that has been ignored. I'm just gonna just grab some yellow to lay down some color. It's not really a very good color. Let's see if we can. Okay, well, it looks passable. It certainly looks much better than that one. I'm just gonna try to remove a lot of this. And it's not really removing because it's been on there too long, I guess. Just leave some water sitting on there to hopefully disintegrate some of that dry paint that's sitting there. Oh, okay. And how come I'm just keep getting this thing up here? All right, well, we'll figure that out later. Oh, I gotta get a new towel because there's like red paint on that. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break and re-up on the paper towels. Meanwhile, we're attempting to do realistic oranges in watercolor. This is our underpainting. I think it's going okay. Okay, see you on part two, where, oh no, something great might